Hello, Year 3, Mr. Bayford here for Tuesday's lesson on time. We are going to be converting minutes into seconds, and there's a little challenge at the end of the lesson where we can try and convert seconds back into minutes. So, first of all, changing minutes to seconds. First of all, how much does the second hand move in a minute? How many times does it move around a clock? Do you know? Have a little think, have a little pause. If you knew that there are 60 seconds in a minute, then you'd know that the second hand moves 60 times. It goes around the minute lines and uses them as a second line. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, if you looked at a clock now and it has a second hand, you'll be able to count the seconds as you go. So how much does the second hand move in a minute? 60 times. Caps lock. 60 times. It moves 60 times. Of course. Um, in 5 minutes, there are 500 seconds. Do you agree? Have a pause and have a think. How are you going to work that out? Pause now, please. Welcome back. Right. I disagree. What about you? The reason I disagree is this. Well, I'm going to disagree in two ways. Number one, to show why they're wrong, and number two, why we are right. So, 500 seconds in 5 minutes. That would mean that 100 seconds would be in 1 minute if I was using that. 500 seconds, let me just write that, 5 minutes. That would mean that there are 100 seconds in 1 minute, and we know that is not the fact. It is 60 seconds. So I'll put that there as proof number one, and proof number two, I will tell you the right answer. So 5 times 60 is quite tricky. It is quite tricky. So what I'm going to do, I'll just write that here so you see what we're going to do. Oh, I'm not sure about my 60 times tables. I could do my 5 times tables up to 60. I could do that. But actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5 times 6. Whoops. 5 times 6 equals 30. I know that is a fact. We know our 5 times table, 5 times 6 equals 30. But at 5 times 60, well, 60 is 10 times 6, isn't it? It's 10 times 6. So what I'm going to have to do here is times 30 by 10. I'll pop that here-ish. So I'm doing 30 times 10. Now we know 10 times 10 is 100. That means 20 times 10 is 200. That means 30 times 10 is 300. There are actually 300 seconds in 5 minutes. Moving on. So, observe the second hand for 1 minute. As I said, you can go and grab a clock right now and have a look at the second hand going round. And tell me if I'm wrong, but it should go around 60 times. It should move 60 times in each minute. The second hand moves one complete turn in 1 minute. In 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. Therefore, 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Yeah, lovely. Observe the second hand for 5 minutes. No, let's not do that. What a waste of 5 minutes, especially as we've worked out the answer already. I mean, you can if you want, but I don't know why you would. Yes, 5 times 60 equals 300. So how many complete turns does the second hand make in 5 minutes? In 5 minutes, there are 5 times 60 seconds. If there are it would be 5 minutes. It would be 5 turns, 5 complete turns. Yeah, that's right. It would move 300 times and it would go around 5 times for 5 minutes. Wonderful. Moving on to the guided practice for today. Let's have a look at here. How many seconds have passed between 4:30 p.m. and 4:40 p.m.? What's the difference between 430, whoops, 430 and 440? Little think here. I'll give you a little bit of time to think. Work it out. You should have noticed that there is a 10-minute difference. I'll just pop that there. A 10-minute difference. So, what are they asking us to do? How many seconds have passed? Oh, okay. Well, 1 minute equals 60 seconds. We've established that. So, 10 minutes will equal... I keep pressing the wrong button there. Okay, we just need to times it by 10. 60 times 10. Oh, okay, this sounds familiar because we did this last week. I'll show you how on a column in our columns, our place value columns, what happens when we times by 10. So let's put our 60 in here. Here we are. So when we are timesing by 10, we are making the 6 tens 6 hundreds. They have all moved up a place column. They've all moved up a place value. So times it by 10, you just move our digits up to 1. Our tens are now hundreds, our ones are now tens. But look, I can't just leave that. We're missing a place value holder of 0. And there we are. 60 seconds times by 10 would be 600 seconds. And that's how we work that out. Not just for in time, not just in time, but when we times by 10 anyway, that's the approach we always use. Charles took 2 minutes to swim the length of the pool. That's pretty good. Well done, Charles. Took 2 minutes to swim. 2 minutes. How many seconds is that? Oh, 1 minute equals 60. So what are we doing here? What times 60? Have a think. Well, if 1 minute is 60 seconds, then 2 minutes will be 2 times 60 seconds. You could count up in 260 times, but you might be there all day. An easy way to do it is you could do 60, add 60. You could do it like this. You could do it like that. That's not a problem. Let me just make a nice line there. And you could do it just like our column additions here. So we could have a 0 would be there. And then we'd have 6 add 6, which is 12. We can't fit 12 there, so we'd have to put the 1s in the 12 there. Carry the 1. Oh, what happened there? My 0 disappeared. Okay, so my 1's gone over there. It's a bit far away. And look, nothing in the hundreds column, so it'll just be 1 add nothing. There we are. So the answer there, what happened there? Let me try one more time. I might have to move it a little bit over there. Sorry. Okay, so that should say 120 seconds because we carried the tens of the 12 over there. 120 seconds. Okay, class 3B won a relay race. The class took 3 minutes. How many seconds is that? Right, let's have a pause. You can use my method here if you like to, as well as maybe using a clock or anything like that to work out how many seconds in 3 minutes. So let's pause now, please. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so I'm going to go the original way that we did up here, but you could have done 60 at 60 at 60. That would work fine as well. Okay, so we're doing 3 times 60 seconds. That's quite a lot, isn't it? So what we'll do, I am just going to do 3 times 6. Now, if you know your 6s or your 3s, or if not, you just add 6 3 times to each other, and that will make 18. So 3 times 6 is 18. But look, 60 is 10 times 6. So we need to do 18 times 10. Let's get our hundreds, tens, and ones out. 18. And remember, we are times in this by 10, and what we do with our place value columns, we just move our digits up so the tens become hundreds and our ones become tens. So now we have, ooh, what am I missing here? A 0. So actually 3 times 60 is 180. This is 180 seconds. There you go. And class 3B, well done. That is a pretty good time. Moving on to the independent practice of today. Can you fill in these boxes, please? Change the following minutes to seconds. So you're going to have to convert minutes into seconds. We'll start off simple. We've mentioned this one many times. This one's come up, and then it gets a little bit trickier, although this one has come up before. Once you have done these, there is another challenge for you on the next page. And we are converting back to seconds. So, in a puzzle solving competition, a team took 120 seconds to complete a task. Is that more than a minute? Explain your answer as well, please, on that as well. Just don't go yes or no. Explain it. Prove it, please. And the last one, well, there's a couple of questions here. Can you change the following seconds to minutes and seconds? I will show you the first one for what I mean. As we know, there's 30 seconds in 1 minute. Let's make that clear. We know that by now. So 80 seconds would be, well, 1 minute. But I've got some seconds left over. How many seconds? 60 to 80. There are 20 more seconds. So so 80 seconds would be 1 minute and 20 seconds. Remember, these are the extended challenges. See how you get on there. And last of all, Lulu and Sam took part in a puzzle solving competition. Anyone who solved the puzzle in less than 5 minutes won a prize. Lulu completed the puzzle in 295 seconds. Very good. Did Lulu win the prize? And why? How do you get that answer? Okay, that's our challenges for today. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please send in your time. I'd love to see it, and have a lovely rest of the day.